So how do we buy land? I mean, where do we start? If someone's watching this show and said, "All right, cool, I got you. I'm gonna get out of debt. I'm gonna start saving some money. I'm going to start building a business." But the end goal for us is we want to purchase some land too. Where do we start? Do we go on Zillow, start looking for land? Like, are there any practical apps? Like, where did you all start when y'all was looking for the process?
Yeah, those same places. First of all, I would say you need to research the area. Like, you need to find out where you want to buy land.
Okay.
Don't just go and say, I want to buy this land. Go to vacation in that area.
Yeah.
Go get to know that area, where the stores, there's things you need to know about raw land. You know, you need to know, is there an easement on that land that gives neighbors access?
Easement, what is that? Oh, it gives neighbors access to drive
on that land.
Okay.
Do you have mineral rights? That's a big one, because a lot of times if you don't research really well, someone else, if you strike gold or oil, that previous owner could come back and say,
claim the minerals.
And claim the minerals.
For real?
Yeah.
Even though they don't own the land anymore?
If they have mineral rights. So you have to make sure you have mineral rights.
Wow.
Is there a well on that land?
Okay, and that's for water, right?
Water.
Yeah.
Right now, currently, we're digging a well that cost us $30,000 because we're up on a mountain.
And because that gives you water to your house, or just water period for the all the land?
Just having water to the house.
Wow.
So it costs us $30,000. As Jesus said, no bill to bills without calculating the cost.
Right.
So you need well, septic, also electricity. How far? How much is it going to cost? I mean, it ran us about 20 to just run electricity to our bill spot.
Wow.
So
we're paying all this stuff and haven't even built the house yet. Like, these are just...
So you $50,000 right there just to get water and electricity to the house.
And then building a road.
Y'all had to build a road too?
Yeah, that was how much? About 10?
About 10.
10,000 just to build the road up to the spot.
Just to the spot.
Yeah.
So it sounds like roughly, after I do everything, even a small, you're $100,000 just to get to where you want to build.
Right.
Yep.
So those are things to consider before you go into land.
And looking at the covenants, because usually when land is, someone owns thousands of acres, and when they subdivide it, they would have covenants to the people that buy it. Like, the house you build has to be minimum 1,200 square feet. You can't have this in your yard, this in, it's kind of like an HOA.
Yeah.
But you don't have an HOA. It kind of governs you. It's a document that governs all the future landowners.
Without a board.
Without a board.
So the only way they can really enforce it is if a neighbor sues
another neighbor.
So you want to check covenants. You want to say, what is my goal for the land? So like with us, we don't have those covenants, so we can farm, but we wanted the freedom to be able to farm and and do what we want to do without someone saying you can't do that. If we want to land an airplane on our landing, we have a huge strip in the back that we can land an airplane there.
For real?
Yeah.
Y'all need to get a jet.
I'm actually preparing to take flight lessons.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be so dope.
Yeah.
So you can get the little small planes just to fly y'all to, and y'all can just fly wherever y'all want.
Go.
Yeah, we have a neighbor at the street. He has a airplane hangar on his land. He has like a little small bush plane where he lands.
And he flies wherever he wants.
Yeah.
Oh, I would so do that. Like that. Oh, that might be a goal for like my 60s. I'm a city guy. So I like big houses. I like the nice cars. But I'm debt free in doing that. So
we have the big houses. They call them barn-dominiums.
What? Oh,
they're huge. People build barn-dominiums out there.
For real?
Yes, and they're humongous. They can be 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 square feet, and you have room to put a plane in there, room to put tractors, everything.
What?
Oh yeah, they're luxury barns.
When y'all get done with this thing, right? I want to be the first person. I'm gonna bring my whole crew out there.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And we just gonna tour everything.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And I want to go in a tractor, and I want to ride that thing. I want to go all. Have y'all driven throughout every acre of y'all's lot yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
It takes you have to be on some type of vehicle. We never knew how big 46 acres are.
When we brought it, we didn't really explore all of it because, the guy had cows on it and stuff. So we brought it and came back a couple months later. He gave us a tour. And we was like, man,
It
this
takes
is
a
like,
lot. You need binoculars to see each property line.
we was on UTVs
Yeah.
driving around. And
So if you were to drive, let's say if you go just straight, like how long would it take you to hit all 46 acres? Like if you would start from your front door of the house and then drive all 46 acres and come back, how long would it take?
I would say maybe 15, 20 minutes in a car or the ATV. ATV, probably about 30, 40 minutes.
Oh, man. What if you go running? I'm a cardio guy. Running, that's about an hour and a half.
Probably about an hour and a half.
That's an easy run, man.
Yeah.
And I'm running on my land.
Yep, your land.
Like I would run that thing every day.
Yeah.
I'll come, hey, babe, we had a problem with the ducks out there. Like, hey, I just stopped and took care of the duck. The duck was bleeding. I took care of it. It's all good. I'm a farmer.
Yeah.
I love it, man. Y'all, thank you all so much for coming by at the last minute. You all have inspired all of us, including myself. You know, I'm like, man, like 46 acres. A black couple bought this thing debt free. Yeah. You all are definitely in the top 1% of black people.
Oh.
Because I don't know too many black people who are buying acres of land like that. Not saying that there's not any, because there are. But I mean, the goal, the vision, and the why behind it is so inspirational. Yeah. And I think there's a lot of black people who bought land but didn't pay cash for it. And this is so inspiring. And so how can people learn more about what you all are doing, where you all are going? How can they follow y'all's journey?
Well, I am you can find me on TikTok or Instagram at Black Home Educators.
Okay.
And then he's on Instagram
at Frugal Beard Guy.
Frugal Beard Guy. Cause y'all see that beard.
Yeah.
that thing thick, boy. That thing thick. I love it. And I appreciate you all. Because these are people who you want to follow. This year, I'm really focusing on making sure that we're maximizing, one, our singleness, if you're single, and two, maximizing this year. We're going to be getting out of debt. We're going to be building wealth. We're going to be starting businesses. And this year, I want to make sure that everyone who comes to the table, they're helping us maximize. They're helping us get closer to our vision, get closer to our goals. And they have done it. You know, they're not using other people's money. And I want to be clear, I'm not knocking people who do that. I'm not knocking that. But my assignment is to show you, hey, there is another route. And you can have what you want to have paying cash. And I think one of the key things that Reggie said was, man, waking up and knowing that I do not have any major payments is amazing. And I agree with him. Man, when I wake up, the only payment I have is my mortgage. I'm not like them. I didn't build my house cash. I'm gonna pay this off here very, very soon. But knowing that when I wake up, the only thing I have is my mortgage payment, not car notes, not credit cards, not this payment, that payment. No, it feels so good. It feels so good to where if I'm not recording to encourage you all, if I wanna wake up at 11 o'clock, then go to the gym, and then come home, and maybe jump on the airplane and go see my nephews or see my mom or dad, I can do that. Yeah. And we learned today that entrepreneurship, being debt-free, gives you the opportunity to have the freedom. And when you have freedom, you have options. And when you have options, you have ownership. And you own your life, your time, your thoughts, everything. I want to leave you with this encouraging scripture today. And this is affirmation. And I want to pull it up first. Okay, here we go. It's in Isaiah chapter 26, verse 3. It says, "You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast because they trust in you." Here's the affirmation. Y'all know how we roll when it comes to the affirmations at the end of today's show. I'm going to say it, and then you're going to repeat it 5 times. If you're driving right now, just repeat it loud in your car. If you're watching me live on YouTube right now, just type it in there and just say it loud at home. But these affirmations is how we start the days. This affirmation is what I really want God to put inside of you for the rest of the day. And today's affirmation is, no challenge is too great for me. If you see 60 acres and that's what you want, that's a challenge that you can accomplish. If you have $600,000 in debt, that's a challenge that you can accomplish, because no challenge is too great for you. Let me tell you why. Because Jesus Christ is inside of all of us. Jesus Christ wants to see us win. He wants to see us succeed. He wants you to have an abundant life. But you got to believe that no challenge is great for you. So say it loud, say it proud, that no challenge is great for you. For all y'all who saying, Anthony, why are you yelling? I'm yelling because no challenge is great for me. Because I'm connected to Jesus, and I'm excited about that.